What's going on, everybody, and welcome to a Technicians Tuesday, where every Tuesday I will be bringing you along with me through a normal day as a marine mechanic. I'll be giving out some helpful hints, tips, and outboard service tricks, along with showing you a sneak peek into future videos of repowers, rewires, and restoration projects. So hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, let's get into this week's video. This week's Tuesday was pretty calm. Started off the morning by finishing up installing all the controls on the upper station for the Venture, which is a project I think you guys are really going to love, but I'll introduce that at the end of the day. I installed the digital control box, the GPS, and the digital gauges, which we put on a slanted bezel so you could read them through the steering wheel. It came out really smooth. Then added the steering wheel and 2 cup holders. Then we had a 37-foot Boston Whaler with 300 Mercury Verados come in with no power steering. First thing you want to do when looking at these steering systems is make sure that it is not the sensing circuit coming from the engines. We activate that by using a tool to bypass that and send the turn on signal straight to the pump. If that doesn't turn it on, we then want to make sure that the pump is getting voltage. On these power steering systems, they incorporate a switch for the pump to pull power from the strongest battery. Make sure there is power at the output side of the switch. Then check the large fuse that is in line. And last but not least, cut the wires at the crimped portion of the wire at the pump and do a load test. After performing all these tests and nothing happening, it's time to replace the pump. When working on a boat and dealing with tons of wires, never be afraid to get in and cut out all the zip ties. It will make the job 10 times easier. Remember, if something is in the way, then move it. We'll be putting new zip ties on when we've completed the job anyway. For this, we simply remove the old pump and put in a new one. Liquid electric tape is nice to put onto the studs, and then before putting everything back together, we will test out the new pump and purge the air out of the system. In order to do this, all we need to do is just turn on the engine and pour the fluid in until it reaches about 1 inch or so from the top of the reservoir, then turn the engine back and forth a couple times to get all the air to come out. And that's it, we are done. This boat also had a shifting issue on the port engine, but after testing the shift actuator and checking the lower unit oil, we could not duplicate the problem, so the client came and picked up his boat, happy to be back out on the water. With about 2 hours left in the day, I took some measurements from the upper station of the Venture and built a starboard bracket to bolt the Mercury command modules and junction boxes to, and a power block to connect the GPS to as well. It will also be used to screw zip tie holders to in order to tie down all of the harnesses to give what is called tension relief to any electrical plug. Manufacturers want to have some sort of support for the wire within 6 inches of the plug, to relieve the stress and constant pulling of the wire when the boat is going through rougher water. And this ends our day here on Tuesday, but I didn't forget, here's the current project that is in the works. This is a 1999 34 Venture named Desperado. It originally had Yamaha 250 horsepower OX66s on it, then got repowered with 2 Yamaha 250 4-stroke engines. Still using the Yamaha 6X1 boxes eventually became such a problem that you could barely take the boat out without having a serious issue. So this boat is getting rewired and a pair of Mercury 300 horsepower Verados put on it. Lots of upgrades too, from the hatch latches and gas shocks to the autopilot system. This boat is going to be super sweet when we get done with it. And we'll be making a video of that entire process as well, so we hope you'll get subscribed to the channel and get that bell on so when the video drops, you will know it. Thanks for joining us on this Technicians Tuesday, and we'll see you next week.